Next slide. I'm going to pass it back over to you, Radhika.
Great. Thanks, Dustin. I think that was great. Like I said before, we want to make this interactive. So I know we have our student leaders here, and I'm super impressed because they're already all on Discord. So Dustin, I think you'll have to get even more aggressive with your timelines because chances are they may be able to complete everything within the 24 hours. Kidding, kidding. I know you are all very busy with many different things going. But talking about keeping it interactive, before I say anything, and I know all of us have been talking a lot, I'd love to hear from you. And I don't mean to put anyone on the spot, only if you're comfortable. But Ariba, Leah, Anish, Hannah, any thoughts? Also, any comments or any questions that you might have at this point, just based on what you heard. You can feel free to put it in chat. You can get off mute. You're all leaders here, so we love talking. That's fine too.
Hi. I think everything was really clear so far. I'm really liking, talking about like how we're like a movement and not just a cohort. I'm really excited for what we're looking to do. But I was just a little bit confused on like claiming a role in Discord. Like I wasn't really sure, maybe I missed it. How exactly do we do that? Or is there a specific like we you said we kind of fit it based on our student portfolio, but I just don't want to like maybe take what somebody else is gonna say. Like how does that really work?
So
I'll have
I
to
really
go ahead.
envision the claiming your role, Hannah, as just a fun opportunity for you to have almost like a superhero name, if you will, that really describes what you are interested in and what you're passionate about. So I threw out mine, which was Chief Connector, because that's one of the primary things that I do with Courtyardly is connect organizations and individuals to our platform. And you can do that just in our welcome slide or welcome channel, or Linja, is there another channel that you think would be better for them to drop their roles that they're claiming?
Yes, they definitely will have a dedicated channel for that. We were gonna have a kind of like ambassador launch dedicated for them to discuss any of the roles in the future they want to claim. It's kind of like that.
And so, Hannah, this is meant to be like a fun connector, a fun way to
Hmm.
introduce yourself in a new way. It's not necessarily like a job title or anything like that, or something that we're going to like, make you stick to for the rest of your life. This is just meant to be a fun introductory activity for us to get to know you in a different way.
Great. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Of course.
Thanks, Anna, for the question. And then I did get a chat also from Anish saying, yes, everything sounds good. That's great. Thanks, Anish. And then Ariba is saying, is there a specific structure that we are supposed to follow for the introductions? Oh, good question. So it could be as simple as, and please feel free to chime in. And there's nothing defined, so we can all work together on this. Um, this is again more of a fun activity and more of a get to know the team, right? As a cohort, now we are going to be working together for quite some time. So just getting to know your leaders, getting to know the group better. It's just that. So I don't think there is a specific structure. In fact, I'm a big believer of no structures,
Yeah.
because that's how we challenge ourselves and that's how we think out of the box. So if it is something that for my introductions, I was planning to say, hey, yes, of course, I'm so and I'm the founder and that's my role. But beyond that, what is it that I do in my life, right? But so, sharing some fun facts, that could be one way I was thinking about it. So keep it very fluid, I would say. Dustin, you had a thought as well?
I could just add, like going back to you are first. So a lot of how you do what you do is determined by you. And I think we're as an organization, we're gonna follow your lead. So what we explore together, what we create together, will probably inform future iterations of this work and future cohorts. And as Radhika said, we're building a movement, and you are an integral part of that movement. We have ideas and thoughts about ways to guide you through this structure, but the actual journey is determined by each of you. And there will be parts of that journey that you take with the other youth leaders that are in this space. And there are parts of the journey that are just yours. And regardless of, what path you go on, we're going to be there with you. And we're going to be learning right alongside you. So I really appreciated Radhika's response. I don't think there is a right or wrong way to do any of this. I think um, your intuition and your instinct are right, and we're going to take your lead.
Yeah, yeah. And I think part of what, Dustin, what you said earlier is there could be some, when you introduce yourselves to others in Discord, that could be an idea for your portfolio as well and your bio section or about me, right? Because when you start thinking about it yourself and formally putting it out there, that's something that you might want to. Because I was just doing a workshop earlier this week, more mock interviews, right, for students. And one thing that jumped out is when they came and introduced themselves to me, it was about, hey, I'm so and so, I'm from somewhere, and this is what I do regularly at school, which is great, which is a great start. However, I had to probe them a little bit more in terms of, okay, but could you also tell me more about your aspirations or what do you do outside of school or who do you want to become and what's your story been? Those are some prompts that I will definitely suggest here is if we want to include that either as part of our introductions here in Discord to kind of open ourselves and get ideas and thoughts from other team members, but also put it in our portfolios to say this is who I am, this is what my journey has been, and this is who I want to become. Because a lot of times, even for the team to know, like I put it in one of my, I think I said it earlier, is it's good. It will be good to know how you want to grow, right? Because if someone is good at something inherently and has a passion, let's say towards design work, or let's say towards marketing, or promotions and all of that, if we know that between the team, then we are going to be able to use our strengths in the future to be growing our community, to be growing our network, right? So I think aspirations and all of that may work as well. Part of the introductions. Yeah, it was a detailed response to your question here, Ariba. Anything else? Leah, thank you for that. It helps. It honestly helps for us to know that you are, part of this and you are getting more clarity around it. That reinforcement definitely helps. Okay. All right.
And
One
if
more
I can
thing.
just
Go ahead.
add, Radhika, sorry,
Please, please,
as
please.
you're advancing through activity one and through all of our activities, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to provide reinforcement, guidance. We're all great thought partners to help you solve problems or maybe ask questions that you might not have considered. So feel free to drop your questions in portfolio help. You can DM us, you can shoot us an email, whatever makes sense to you to get a hold of us. We are here to back you up, support you, and help you grow.
Great. One more thing I was wondering, and this